Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Litany of Catholic Martyrs for January 25th. As always, please remember to pray for all those who had loved ones who were martyred on Easter Sunday in Sri Lanka. As Catholics, we are assured of a constant thread of over 2,000 years of tradition and moral teaching. Within this thread are those who have sacrificed their lives through the shedding of their blood for the faith in Holy Mother Church. On this day, we remember these martyrs, and whom, through their sacrifice, have aided in the growth and stability of the Holy Catholic Church. As a Catholic Catechism number 2473 iterates, martyrdom is the supreme witness given to the truth of the faith. It means bearing witness even unto death. The martyr bears witness to Christ who died and rose, to whom he is united by charity. He bears witness to the truth of the faith and of Christian doctrine. He endures death through an act of fortitude. Quote, "Let me become the fruit of the beast, through whom it will be given me to reach God." Close quote. In union with that, I offer this story by the Venerable Bishop Fulton Sheen. He explained that when the communists took over China, they imprisoned a priest in his own rectory near the church. After being locked up in his own house, the priest looked out the window and was horrified to see the communists enter the church. Once inside, they went into the sanctuary, broke open the tabernacle, and in a hateful act of desecration, threw down the ciborium, scattering the host upon the floor. The priest knew exactly how many hosts had been in the ciborium: 32. When the communists left, they either didn't notice or didn't pay any attention to a small girl praying in the back of the church who saw everything. That night she returned and, slipping past the guard at the rectory, entered the church where she made a holy hour, perhaps for reparation of the desecration she witnessed of the Blessed Sacrament. After her holy hour, she went into the sanctuary, and kneeling down, she bent over and received Jesus in the Holy Communion with her tongue, since it was not permissible at the time for laymen to touch the sacred hosts with their hands. Each night the girl returned to the church to make her holy hour and receive Jesus in Holy Communion on her tongue, just as she did the very first night. On the 32nd night, after having consumed the last host, she accidentally made a noise that awoke the guard who was asleep at his post by the priest's residence. From his bedroom window, the priest could only watch in horror as the heart-rending scene unfolded before his eyes. The girl tried to run away, but the guard caught up with her and beat her to death with the butt of his rifle. So, the following is a list of those the Church asks us to remember today. The conversion of St. Paul the Apostle, which happened the second year after the ascension of our Lord. In Damascus, the birthday of St. Ananias, who baptized that apostle. And after he had preached the gospel at Damascus and Eleutheropolis and elsewhere, he was scourged under the judge Licinius, had his flesh torn, and lastly, being overwhelmed with stones, ended his martyrdom. At Antioch, in the time of Julian the Apostate, the holy martyrs Juventinus and Maximus, who were crowned with martyrdom. On their birthday, St. John Chrysostom preached a sermon to his people. At Clermont and Auvergne, the saints Projectus, bishop, and Marinus, a man of God, who were murdered by the leading men of that city. Also the holy martyrs Donatus, Sabinus, and Agape. Agape. Look up that word today if you get a chance. A-G-A-P-E, agape, and see what it means. At Tomis and Scythia, St. Britannian, bishop, who by his great sanctity and his zeal for the Catholic faith shone in the church under the Arian Emperor Valens, who he opposed with fortitude. And finally at Arras in France, St. Popot, abbot, renowned for his miracles. These are the men, women, and children that we honor today. As we go through our day, if we are presented with a situation to defend the faith, Jesus will fill us with strength, courage, and endurance to do what we must do. God bless each and every one of you.